Hey, good morning. Here we are again. Asian market opening up about 10 minutes ago. I'm coming in a little bit late, just getting things set up, checking out my trades. Go over here and see what we got. Good morning, Raj. So let me see if I've got this right. It'll be 2 p.m. where you are, I think now. Oh, 2:11, 2:12 p.m. If I finally got your time zone figured out. Oh, okay, finally got it. All right, what are we looking at here? It's a little bit of a different chart today. You got some different lines on here. And what I'm looking at is yesterday. Just share this with you. I share my stupid trades as well as my good trades. And this was a stupid trade. It's still open, actually. And it's rare that I have a trade overnight, but I do, and it's still open. So what happened was this is the New York session. This is about right in here is where Wall Street opened. Okay, and it broke above the previous day high, which is where the liquidity pool is. And then typically, I've seen it so many times, then it will start going the the the, the right direction. The real move starts. The big move starts. So I could have gone in here, but you see, my entry price is right here. So I got in way late. I don't know what I was thinking. I just wasn't seeing the market what it was doing, and which is strange because I've seen this move so many times. And I got in here, I think, way late. And it came up. I thought, okay, I'm going to get stopped out, but it didn't quite hit the stop loss. Nearly, I'm 1 or 2 pips away. And then it started going in the right direction, and I went to bed. Of course, this is after midnight, and it got into a good little profit there. But my take profit is right down here somewhere. I wanted to let it run, and then today opened up, and yes, here we are now. So I got up. I get up at 7 o'clock. Okay, my time. And that is the first Tokyo candle, 7 o'clock right there. Let's see. Yeah, that one right there. I looked at that one, and then I watched this one here a little bit. I saw, okay, it's going to continue in my direction, so I'll let it run. And then, and then I went to take a shower and make my coffee and do what I do, and it flipped around and got back above my entry price, so I just let it run. If it's going to hit the stop loss, then it's going to hit the stop loss. It is what it is. It was just a stupid trade. Just it wasn't a correct nothing correct about this at all. This is this is not the kind of trade I normally would take. Just the brain wasn't working or something. Oh God. Anyway, we all make mistakes. No matter how long you've been doing this, we all make mistakes. So let's get over here to where we are today. And it looks like it's going to come up and hit my stop loss. This is the first Asia candle, first Singapore Shanghai candle, and that gave me some hope. No, I don't hope for anything in trading. Hope is an emotion, and we don't want our emotions getting involved with our trades. So just seeing, it is what it is, and now it looks like this was probably a downward a bearish fake out, and now it looks like it's going to go the real direction, which could be bullish. Oh, okay. Okay, let me jump back to comments a little bit. Let's stay on the trade. You saw that sweep of high before the U.S. Open. Yeah, that happens more often than you think, and that's why I mark those on my chart. I have it already set up for the previous day high. I have that on my different chart that I use when New York opens. I mark the previous day high and previous day low. It's a good point you're bringing up, Raj. You will be surprised, really, how often it will take out the previous day high or the previous day low, either just before the Wall Street opens or right when the Wall Street opens, sometimes even an hour after Wall Street opens. But you would really be surprised how often that happens. It'll take out, that's where the liquidity pool is. It makes sense. That's what the institutions are doing. They will take out the liquidity pool, grab all that liquidity pool, the stop losses, the pending orders, and then it will take the big move, and usually in the opposite direction. So I love that. I love that kind of trade, and that's why I've started watching the Wall Street, and I've got my extra chart set up on that. You can really get a good move there taking that, but you got to be a little bit careful, of course, because sometimes it'll do a double sweep, especially if there's news. If there's high impact news at that time, it'll do a double sweep. So it can do a sweep, and then you get in the trade, and then it sweeps again. So you got to be just be sure you get confirmation that it has changed direction. So let's get on to your news. This is always interesting. Trump told aides he's willing to end. Oh, I haven't checked the news today. I don't check that for a while. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what it. Okay. Oh, hello, Imani. Yeah, good to see you here finally. I don't think you've ever joined the live stream. Great to see you here. I don't know when you came in just now, but I showed everybody my stupid trades from yesterday. Oh, we all make mistakes. Okay, my stop loss just got hit. All right, never mind. So let's have a look here and see. And it's gone, that's on the 10-minute chart, and we've got just another few seconds on that. So just bear with me. I'm going to jump over and reverse this trade. Um, I got to go to my MT5. Just bear with me, guys. Wow, it's really taking off like a rocket. What in the world? Give me a couple of seconds, guys, here. I just reversed the trade and make sure everything's all good. Okay. Well, okay. You say it's the news that's pushing that change the direction for it, and possibly. possibly. It's flipped from bearish to bullish yesterday, all in one day. It flipped from bearish to bullish. Hi, Lois. Lois Way. Lois one. I can't read that. Lois. Oh, you've been going through my previous trades. Thank you, Lois, for following. Appreciate that. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Click the little bell so you'll be notified. I always click the like button. That helps support the channel. Let me get over here back to the chart and clear up some of this nonsense. Get those off of there. Get those off of there. This trend line was good. It broke above that. I was a bit slow to catch that, reverse the trade right in here, which was probably, well, what can you do? It went up so fast. We're definitely in bullish move here. And let me check where my stop loss is. Hang on a second. I'm flipping between M5, MT5, and YouTube. Okay, 45, 68, 48, 45, 68, 48. I got in pretty late on that. 45, 68.48. I believe that was my entry point. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Didn't catch that first candle, which is okay. My rules are that I let this candle close and then I take the trade. After it breaks the trend line, I let the candle close and then take it on the next candle. So that's what I've done. And let's see what we've got here. Usually my stop loss is $20 below that, so that would be 45, 48. 45, 48. Is that right? Yeah. 45, 48, 48. Let's make it perfect. 45, 48, 48. Okay. That's my stop loss. And the take profit initially is, it might bounce off of this resistance line here, 45.89. Usually my take profit is $40 away. So that would be 45.88. 45.88.48. No, that can't be. 45.68. Oh, no, it'd be above the 5,000. Let me just go and double check. Take profit is 46.08. Okay. 4608.48. Okay, there's my take profit. This is my trade I've got right now. Reversed it right here. That's my entry point. Geez, somebody's getting excited in the Asian market. So, Imani, it's not slow today. You were saying something in Telegram about you don't like the slowness. It's not slow today. Some days it can be like this. Generally, it's slow. Yeah, but today it's not. Um, Put my entry point right there. EP. Okay. I like marking up my chart because after I do this, then after the trade's finished, then I will take a screenshot and I add it to my journal. That's why I do all these markups. And also it helps you to see what I'm doing. I share all my trades with you, even the loss that I just now had, the stupid trade from yesterday. And we'll put the take profit up there. Okay, all good now. Now it's probably that this 45.89, there's going to be some resistance there. That is the resistance, first resistance from the pivot points indicator on TradingView, and it's pretty accurate. So we'll probably get some resistance there, but it's looking so bullish, likely to easily go up to my take profit. And now I'm going to add another resistance point in there so we can keep going up. And let's see what we got. Oh, the next one is way up there. 46, 46, 60, somewhere in there. Okay. Back over to my, I'm sure there's some comments in here. Okay, I have been going through your previous. Oh, thank you, Lois. Yeah, again, appreciate that. Thanks for being here. Swept the low of New York and took off. It's also a break out from that consolidated area. Beautiful. Let's go. Let's go. I know. I saw this trade this morning, but I'm quite comfortable with Asia yet. No, not comfortable. I'm quite comfortable with Asia yet. I think you mean not comfortable. Mm. Okay. Yeah, we don't usually get something this big, this dramatic. And what's it doing now? Okay, coming back down a little bit. Like I said, this is a resistance zone here, so it's likely to bounce off of that. And if the momentum is true and real, then we should continue up. So where am I here? I want to let somebody else. Okay, I'm going to show this comment. This is a comment that Raj made a little bit earlier today, and sharing what he saw on the news. And that was recent news, so that could be the reason that we're seeing this big move with the gold right now in the Asia session. Thanks for sharing that, Raj. For you guys that don't come in very often, Raj is a regular. He follows us daily, and he's always up to date with all the news. Thanks for sharing that. And okay, we got our next candle starting here, our next 10-minute candle. This is the 8:30 candle for me, 8:30 a.m. Indochina time. Indochina time is Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, and Thailand. Thailand is where I live, so that's the times that I'm always quoting. It's 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9:30 p.m. Monday Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so the momentum seems to be true and real. Let's let that sucker go. Maybe this will take us through the day. Sometimes the Asian market can do that, can set the trend for the entire day. It'll be nice to see this break above 45.89, that first resistance level. And then gradually I will put my, in fact, is that my real entry point? 45.68. Wow. I'm going to go over to my, excuse me, guys, I'm going back to my MT5. I'm going to move my stop loss above break even right now. And that is 45. That'll be 45.69. I'll put it at 45.70. Hang on just a minute, guys. 45.48. So I'll put it at 45.50. Is that right? Oh, 46.50. No, 45.50. My God. No, that's not even right. Come on, right? 45. I had it right the first time. 45.70. Okay. Now go back to, sorry about that, guys. I wear contacts and I'm nearsighted, so I can't read my screen very well. Um, so I just moved my break even to 45.70. I'll put that on the screen also. 45.70. Okay. So the second line you see just above the entry point. If it does come back down, if it changes direction and comes back down, turns bearish, then at least I'll get a, something. It's guaranteed that I won't lose this trade. I'd like to let it run at least, pretty good run there. That went from 45.68 to 45.88. It moved $20. That's 200 pips. So that's given me some breathing room to move my stop loss above break even. In fact, in case that confuses some people, oh, I don't want to do that. What I wanted to do was put another. So the first one is the entry point. Second one is the break even. Wow, it's bounced off of this resistance again. That that's always a tough one to crack. That first resistance level does it two or three times before it finally goes. So it's now just to sit here and wait. Is it going to come back down $20? Wow, nothing surprises me in trading. So I'm just going to go back a little bit and so just going back to the previous comment, Raj, you made 100, 300 points up Was that on a gold trade? I know you also trade Nasdaq. Was that a gold trade where you? Oh, so you're still in that trade? Okay. Oh, Nasdaq 100. Gotcha. Excellent. Yeah, I'll need to put that Wall Street Journal on my radar screen. Thanks for the tip. Oil is coming down. Let's go over and look at those. Oh, coming down. It's still 98. And yeah, so apparently Trumpty Dumpty decided to finally listen to somebody with some common sense, which is a very unusual situation. He doesn't, but we won't. You know, if you're whichever side you're for, I don't care, but don't come in here and be abusive to others. That's not called for, as we experienced yesterday. Anyway, so we still got the bullish momentum. This is cool, cool, cool. I'm jumping over, looking at my 5 minute chart and seeing what's happening, and it's kind of just consolidating right there. And as I've said, you know, this first resistance will be a tough one to crack, but once it does, then we're on the way. And then I will move my take profit away. I'll move that higher up because if all of this is true, what we're seeing here, and it obviously is. There you go. Yeah. 4666 is 4666. Yeah. The next resistance, it's not that far away. And this is what everything does. Commodities, currencies, indexes, I don't care what you're looking at. They go from one level to the next level. If this breaks above this, then the target for the market is the next level. And it's very likely to go there. It's just support and resistance. It's a previous price point where it's already been. And it's likely that it will go there again. It almost always does. Why? Because who's trading? People are trading, and people are creatures of habit, and they like to go somewhere they've already been. That's why is support and resistance is so important. Wow, it's getting up to my take profit. Holy mackerel! Excuse me, guys. I need to jump over to my MT5. Oh man. Wow, it hit my take profit before I could. Oh, it just went up and whacked it. Oh man, I was going to move that out of the way, and here I am talking. Oh God. Okay, never mind. It is what it is. Oh, that's funny. That is hilarious. Saw it just breaking above there, and I'm talking along. That sucker went up and hit my take profit. All right, that is hilarious. Before I could even flip over to my MT5, that's cool. Oh, but I know. Yeah, okay, I know. Wait for a pullback. Yeah, but we know, it's profit. It's always profit is profit. But it pains you when if I just sit here and don't do anything, I come back later in the day and it went another 500 pips, then it pains you to say, oh man. But I mean, I don't do that, but typically that's what traders will do. Oh man. And I get, I'm going to stop putting a take profit actually because, um, yeah, thanks to money, it's not actually, see, you're a typical trader. I'm so mad I missed out. And then for me, the typical reaction would be, it keeps going up another 500 pips. And I say, oh man, I'm so mad. I had that take profit there. I shouldn't have had the take profit. I could have let the profit run. And that's what I want to do. And that's what my intention is to let the profit run. Oh yeah. The market always giving us opportunities to make money. Look at this sucker. Wow. There ain't no pullback yet. Oh, this is great to see. Hey, this is fun. Good for you, Raj. Good for you, buddy. And I don't know, I've talked in here before about the best book you'll ever buy as a trader. Best Loser Wins by Tom Hugard. And what he really emphasizes in his book, the way he trades, is that he doesn't have a take profit because he's willing to let it run and take all that the market will give him. But of course, he'll see some indication. Come on, jump back in there. I just lost the internet, I guess. And that is the mindset that I am adopting. His book is great. He's just got, his book is all about mindset. Every serious trader, for you guys, for serious traders, that is the Bible of trading because it's about mindset. And the success with trading is about mindset. It's all about mindset. And so I'm adopting his mindset towards taking profit is to not have a take profit. Be willing to let it run. And then, of course, there is some point, some consolidation or previous high or previous low where you would exit the trade. Yeah, sure. But in this case, not having a take profit would have been ideal. Would have been great. Anyway, I'm talking off the top of my head here. I highly recommend anybody, you guys in here, you're serious trader, get that book, Best Loser Wins. Let me pull back here to load up. Lock and load. Oh, God. The market's always giving us opportunities to make money. Okay, Raj, cool. You are such a good trader. I really love your style. I'll tell you right now, I'm very unlikely to re-enter this trade because I've just had a good one and I'm not greedy and I'm not going to chase candles. It's likely to continue up. However, I'm going to wait till the Tokyo closing session, which is in about 4 hours from now, because that's also a good time to catch a good entry. And as you know, I use the trend line, so I need to reset all my trend lines and everything, and then I'll take a trade based according to those rules, rather than trying to judge whether the pullback is, whether it's a good entry or not. That's I just don't. That's not my style. I know it's a good suggestion, and some people do that, and it works out, but that's not my style. So what I'm going to do now is take my screenshot. I've got everything there the way it should be. Move that over to today and take my screenshot. Where's my camera? What am I doing here? Oh, I need to go to trading view on the, just bear with me. I'm taking my screenshot here that I can put this in my journal. Well, now what have I done? I lost that. Hmm. Oh. Okay, let's see. Go back to the comments. Sorry, guys, I was busy taking my screenshot there, and my Tradingview screen got all screwed up. Oh, thank you, Ross, for that nice comment. You learned from me. Okay, thanks very much. I appreciate that. We can all learn from each other. London time forward an hour. Yes, that's true. London opens after Tokyo close. Oh, yeah, London. I think what you're saying there, the daylight savings time changed in Europe over the weekend. So now London is moved forward 1 hour. It opens an hour earlier than what it has been opening. And while I'm sitting here talking, we had another pullback. Would have been a good one there to jump in. Yeah, if that's what you do. It's not what I do. So let me clear this mess off of here. Everybody's seen the trade that I did. I've already taken my screenshot. And we'll get that off of there. And Imani, you're still with us here. Thanks for sticking around. And need to get rid of these trend lines here. They're not valid anymore. Now, and get rid of that over there. And get rid of that. Clean this chart up a little bit. And okay. And I need to move that trend line. Oh, come on. Wow, that one goes back a long way. Okay. I'll do that a little bit later. So yeah, definitely. I think pretty. Maybe in the next hour we'll see this come up to 46.66. That's where it's headed, guys. There's no question about that. Now this first resistance level has become support. Okay, 45.89 is now our new support level. So we could see it come down, bounce off of that, perhaps, and then continue its bullish move. And what is the DXY doing? DXY is still quite high. The US dollar. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I haven't looked at this today. This is a dollar. Wow, it was high earlier today. Ah, okay. So the choice of safe haven seems to be flipping. Dollar has been climbing all during this war. The U.S. dollar has gotten up to a higher point than it's been since May of 2025. It hasn't been here since May of 2025. It hasn't been this high, this strong for almost a year. And all of that's because of the war. Everybody was going for the U.S. dollar as a safe haven because it's expected that interest rates will stay high or go higher, and that's good for the U.S. dollar. But now, as it's been reported, we have news about some dramatic change, possibly, in the war. Perhaps the conflict's going to end, the military is going to pull back, and that's been a boost for gold. It's caused the dollar to drop down because, gold goes up, dollar goes down, and vice versa. What is the, oh, and the stock market loves it, the futures, and they love it too. Go back to gold. 4609, guys. 4609. So now that 4600 zone is our support level. That's our psychological point, strong support level, 4600 zone. So we might stay around here for a while before it blasts up to 4700, which would be the next strong psychological point, or 4650 also. before it gets up there. But according to this pivot points indicator, the next one is 4666. I'm going to get that support line out of the way. And this is what we're looking at. Great move today. Really encouraging sometimes to see some busy action in the Asian market because it's not often that way, eh? What am I looking at? Previously, I was looking at the DXY. All those big red candles, that was the DXY, which is the US dollar index. That's the US dollar compared with 6 major currencies. And that's what we look at to determine the strength or weakness of the US dollar. And then the second one I looked at was the Dow Jones. That's the Dow Jones futures, and they're going up like a rocket also. Okay, Imani, when does London open now? At 2 p.m. my time, so that would be 2 a.m. your time. You're holding a single micro contract on GC. GC is what? I don't trade futures. I don't trade indexes, so I'm not familiar with all of the symbols. So what do we got here? Oh, just a few more seconds, and we're about to switch over to the next hour. And this is the point where you need to be a little bit cautious. Sometimes in the Asian market, the second hour will reverse. I don't really expect that we'll see that with all this bullish momentum, but anything is possible. If we look real quick on the 1 hour chart, yeah, whoa, even that, Tokyo, even that Tokyo first hour was quite strong. And then this is the first hour of the Asian market. And sometimes on the second hour, after the Shanghai Open, sometimes it will come back all the way back to where it started. I don't think that's not likely today, but it can happen. You need to be real cautious if you have a trade open up in here. At least have your profit protected, or exit the trade with the intention to get back in, or something like that. And we got this pull back on that candle, and then we got a doji, and now we got a reversal. Hmm, interesting development here. Coming back to our pivot point. Our first was resistance, now support. But bulls have control. The buyers are in control. No question about that. Howard is here. I didn't see him come in. There's so much going on today. Hey, Howard, how's it going? Oh, show that headline for Howard. Yeah, sure. Give me a second. Um, I got to go way back. That was earlier. Okay, here we go. This is the headline that Raj posted in the beginning of our live stream. Some information, news, big news from the Wall Street Journal. Um, and Raj took a trade based on this and has done very, very well with his trade and good profit. Trump told aides he is willing to end the U.S. military campaign against Iran, even if the Strait of Hormuz remains largely closed. Which that's very, very encouraging news. Hey, that's good news for the world and for the military, for the guys who are risking their lives. And that's caused this big move that we're seeing today. Okay, so you did a re-entry and you got stopped out. Okay. I didn't see Howard come in earlier. He usually gives a big wave, but I mean, there's so much going on. So much action today. Ah, okay. But remember, guys, this is support level now. So we have two things that might happen. It'll bounce off at the support level, or it will do what it sometimes does and a complete reversal back to where it started. And if you're new here and you haven't followed before, let me know where you're watching from. $4.50 a gallon. That's New Zealand dollars, I presume. That's cheap. I mean, if you're buying New Zealand dollars with the US dollar. What is the exchange rate now? Oh, 57, 57 cents US will buy a New Zealand dollar. And again, guys, there's nothing unusual about what we're seeing right here. You know, after a huge, gigantic move like this, you're going to see some put on the brakes, do some consolidation, and then we'll likely to get a break of structure and move higher. I mean, from the this is the this is the low of the Tokyo market was 44.81, and we've had a high of wow 46.18, $150 move. I believe that's correct. Oh, $137 move in just the Asia session today. 137, 1,370 pips. Oh, awesome. Just awesome. It's so exciting to see something like this because, it's, if you follow me, it's been fairly slow, fairly quiet in the Asian market, or at least the Singapore and Shanghai portion. Oh, a liter. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's 4 liters in a gallon. Okay, so it is a little bit expensive. That'd be like $18 a gallon. Oh, okay. I forgot about that. You guys don't use gallons. Ah, $4.50 a liter. $18 a gallon. Whoa. Yeah, that's expensive. Wow. Even exchanging a US dollar for New Zealand dollar, still a 9 US dollars a gallon. Wow. That is crazy. Oh, Howard says that's a question mark, but I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's a liter. I don't think New Zealand uses gallons. So it looks like our support is holding at 45.89. Our support is holding. So I'm going to sign out, guys. I'm going to close out the session and I'll be back for my own personal trading in the closing Tokyo session, which is about 3 hours from now, 3.5 hours from now. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for all your comments. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to click the like button. I'm here every Monday to Friday at the same time, sharing my trades, my losses, and my wins with you. And if you want to message me on Telegram, feel free to do that. Let me just post that for you right quick. That's my ID on Telegram at RickRayFX. Otherwise, wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great session of trading continuing through the day. And if you're not trading, I just hope you have a great day. Okay, see you again next time.